Winning the Alfred Dunhill Links Championship on the Old Course was a very special moment in my career. I think every golfer would love to win a big event at the Old Course, so to win round there in the fashion I did and how I did it was a really special week. Most of the most well-known holes are probably on the back nine that people remember, but for me there's some real classic holes on the front nine which are visually really tough, especially in crosswinds. So you just got to stand there, try and visualise a real good target and go ahead and hit it. For me, number 6 is a really good example of that. Arguably one of the toughest driving holes on the golf course. In a crosswind, or if it's into off an elevated tee, is incredibly difficult to pick out a correct fairway and then to flight your ball like you need to stay out of all the pot bunkers. There are two like concrete turrets on Lucas Airport, and for me, I just try and pick out whichever one of them is the best line for that wind on that particular day. And try and bring it down on those, because otherwise it's very tricky to get a perfect landing area. When you get it downwind, slightly different because you can fly all the bunkers. You've still got the gorse either side, but you've got the bunkers that you can get over, and then actually downwind with a good bounce, you can get it pretty close to the green. The only tricky thing about that then becomes for your second shot. There's a relatively deep ravine trench just short of the green. And as it then rises back up to the front edge about 5 or 6 yards on that green, it then starts to go away. So to pitch your second shot into that green downwind is incredibly difficult. You've either got to bump it up that slope or try and spin it and fly it over. So at the Dunhill we see pretty simple flags in the middle of the green for the first 3 days when the amateurs are playing with us. But then as soon as you get to the Sunday and it's mostly just pros, when they took that flag just over that front knuckle or even tight left, you really get to see how your tee shot needs to be able to be in a position to where you can either spin it or far enough down that you can get a better angle to get to one of the flags. So for me, a very understated but very difficult hole, but just a great hole from start to finish.